That's pretty awesome. I have no idea how big that fuel tank is, but it looks giant. If I had to guess, I would guess 30 gallons. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2006, I think, I don't really know, 2006 Yamaha Royal Star Tour Deluxe. A lot of stars going on here. They're all about the star. Everything's got to be something star. This is a Tour Deluxe, and it's a pretty sick bike. You see, it's got the, I know you're thinking, you're like, hey Sean, it's a V-twin. What? It's not a V-twin. You don't know anything. Just keep your mouth shut. It's not a V-twin. It's a V4. Whoa. Now, when it comes to and this is a big full-size touring bike. When this bike came out, when it came to the big full-size touring bikes, I think this had one of the smallest engines of any of them. But this thing makes great amount of power with that V4. It's got 2 extra cylinders and 2 extra pistons. It also, the V4 also makes it feel really smooth. Just like when, is that Chris? Oh my god. Just like when Alpina's a company that like modifies BMWs. Alpina will actually take out like a 500 some horsepower motor out of one of their BMWs and put they'll take a V8 out and then put like a 490 horsepower V12 or V10. And I used to wonder, I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they put a weaker, I thought they were modifying the car. Why would they put a weaker engine in it? And my buddy told me because the V10 or the V12, the more cylinders it is, the smoother the ride is, the smoother the engine is. And it's all about that luxury. It's all about that luxury. That's why if you had like a, well, that's why, you know, you compare a 4 like this, or a flat 4 or a V4 to a single cylinder like a dirt bike. There's nothing smooth about that dirt bike. I mean, it's just thumping in there, 1 cylinder, thumping away. So a lot of benefits to having a 4-cylinder. It's definitely smooth. This bike only has 33,000 miles on it. I like these bikes. They're definitely big. I think the last one I sold to a girl. So I don't want you guys being like, oh, that bike's too big for me. I'm not joking, a girl. She was like, I guess she was a woman. She was like 50 something. Sold it to her. She loved it. She liked riding big bikes. She liked that guys were intimidated with how big of a bike she rode. So, I like these things. When you get to a certain point in your riding career, it's not all about, when you first start riding, you're all like, ah, that bike's too big, that bike's too big. But then when you've been riding for a little while, you're all about like, no, I need bigger. I need a bigger bike. And it's all about how big of a bike you could ride. Let's bang up this hill a little bit. Like I said, it's got good power. If you've never ridden a bike with a backrest, I'm about to put a backrest on my CBR 1000. I love it. It just changes the way you ride. It changes the way, it's just so comfortable. It's amazing. This bike's got the lower fairings, and it's got the windshield, and everything's blocking the wind from hitting you. So it'll be a great bike to ride in almost any weather. It's also cheap. It's also, if you think about it, if you look at all that you're getting from this bike, I mean, it's a killer value. I think we have it listed for like $5,000 or something around that. The top gear is overdrive, not an actual gear. Well, it's a gear, but so why would you buy a Tour Deluxe? Well, you want that smoothness, you want that refinement, you want a bike that not everyone has. They made this same bike for a I don't know how long, but it may have been like a decade. It may have been a while. So you're gonna have no problem getting parts for it. These things run forever. They definitely run forever. Let's try the horn out. Nice little like air horn sounding thing. Oh, it also has cruise control. What? Watch this. Watch this, Ma. So cool. So it's got cruise control. That's awesome. The mirrors are way off. There's no way someone is that short that these mirrors actually worked for them where they're set. Ugh. So anyway, this is a nice bike. They're gonna run for a long time. It's a Yamaha. I have not heard of any like normal or common issues with these things. I'm sure there's something, but I've never heard of anything. It's very comfortable for touring. So if you're buying this bike, so if you were gonna buy this bike, you're probably gonna do a little bit of touring. You've probably been riding for a little while. You probably know what you're doing when it comes to being around big bikes. Something like this doesn't intimidate you. It's not like a beginner bike. I don't know why you would buy it if you were a beginner. I'm already in overdrive. I'm going 40 miles an hour cruising in overdrive, and it still has plenty of power to pass or accelerate. That's pretty awesome. I have no idea how big that fuel tank is, but it looks giant. If I had to guess, I would guess 30 gallons. It's just huge. No, I'm just joking. I have 6 gallons, five and a half, I don't know. But it does look giant. The bars are real comfortable. What bike would I have to compare this to? Ooh. If it were a Harley, it'd be like a Street Glide. No, not really Street Glide. I was thinking it'd be like a Road King, but it wouldn't really be like a Road King. It's got the lower fairings, and the Roadstar is like the Road King. You can have two bikes like the Road King. This is just a little more refined than the Roadstar, with the smaller displacement engine, but more cylinders. I would say it pushes out about the same amount of power, but it is smoother. This would probably be, and it's also, I'm pretty sure it's water cooled. Don't quote me on this. I don't really know. I don't know anything about bikes. Someone just gave me the job. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure this is water cooled. Roadstar is air cooled. It's a little more refined. A little more refined. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Royal Star. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. See you guys later.